Okay, today's the day. I'm going to give this a shot. Wanted to show you something here real quick though. These I got from Ace Hardware. The thing's not on the bag, but nevertheless, they're new nuts and studs that go into the flanges over here. All right. Two problems with the flange bolts that came with the headers. They are, number one, too short, and number two, they're the wrong size for the threads. It's messed up, so that cost me about $15 there. So the headers all together, $72 for the headers, and then $15 for the bolts. I mean, might as well go ahead and say something like $100 for this upgrade. But I just wanted to sort of give you that information so that if you run into a similar problem, because I mean the original bolts won't even thread up into the flange. I mean, they'll go that far. You see how much? I mean, that's as far as it will go. These others right here, there are that's like this is a standard thread. They sent you a metric bolts, standard thread. Put one of these in here. All right, watch this. All right, that's the way it's supposed to go, and it goes in there far enough to where you can see it on the back side there. All right, threads in, and I think it's designed to only go in there that far and to stop so that it doesn't come out the back side of the flange. Just some information. All right, here's a problem that we're running into. There's a stud sticking out there on the bottom side. I'm sure that this is probably something that a lot of people have ran into. But you see this bracket that's right here. Okay, this bracket. Sorry, that's very bright. This bracket goes up on this stud here. This stud right here. It's got a 15mm nut on it. We took it off so that we could gain better access to that one stud down there on the bottom side. Whenever we get it tightened up, it will probably be so close to touching the header. Right now we're looking for a stubby wrench to put on it, but that's about the only way that you're going to be able to get it. Now I took this harness loose right here and pulled it over on the other side of this stud. It's sticking off the back of the exhaust header to keep it out of the way and give me better clearance. And by the way, the starter is off of it. Right here's where the starter goes. Okay, so this is giving you some clearance to work with. All right, we got it tightened down, that one right there, and you can see how much clearance there is between the header and the end of the stud. I'll show you what I used to get it done. Alright, got a little stubby ratchet wrench. Do not use the ratchet wrench end on this. Use the open end, because you won't be able to get it back off once you tighten it down. And then after I got it positioned good enough with this, I use this longer wrench here to snug it the rest of the way down the way it needs to be. So, all right, she is done. I just wanted to see how well it was going to run. This is actually a couple of months afterwards. I'll show you. Pay no mind to how filthy the inside of my car is. Some people absolutely treasure their cars. Me, on the other hand, I'm just sort of, well, I drive it back and forth to work. All right, give you a little view. Like I said, it's been a couple of I guess you say a couple of months. So we're getting some discoloration on the outside of it, but I'm feeling the outside of it. If that looks like rust, it's smooth. Okay, it didn't feel like rust at all. I don't know if it's oxidation or whatever it is, discoloration. I don't care. I mean, as cheap as what they were, and they do fantastic. Now you can see stud. It went ahead and pulled on through, so that was good. All right, so that's what they look like over here. But it's always that one stud. You can see right down in here, that one stud, how close it is. I don't know how well you're going to see it on the other side, but it is even closer. It's crazy close. Yeah, it's real hard for you to see right down in there. And it's not that one, honestly, I'm looking through the camera, you can see the one right down in there. The end of that thing is almost touching the header. And I'll tell you, if I had this to do over again, that one would probably get cut off. I'd cut it off shorter. Whenever I took the exhaust manifold off, a lot of these studs came out anyways, came out of the head. So what I would do is put the nut up on it and chop it off shorter, because you see there, I mean, there's the good ½ inch worth of threads that's sticking out on that back side that you're just not using. There's really no need for it to be that long. So I'd probably chop that off and reinstall it and tighten it up and go on about my rat killing. And I'll go ahead and start it up. It's got Flowmaster axle backs on the back of it, and they're older ones. I don't know if that affects the sound or whatever, but I'm going to start it up and let you hear it. Not very loud, is it? Sitting there idling. Let's hear what it sounds when she revs. Pretty good. Well, that's my conclusion. I hope that helps somebody, but worth the money? I think so. May God richly bless you. Bye-bye for now.